Today we are committing ourselves to level 5 in all barbarian assault roles. We're going to also finish the achievement diaries. I might regret saying all this, as it's been a long-term goal of mine for a while, so let's get straight into it. Alright, just got level 3 healer. Let's go. We're slowly getting there. Healer up to level 4. One more level to go. And then we've maxed it. I've got 500 points. I can finally get my healer roll up to level 5. Just 2 more to go. All right, we're taking a brief break from Barbarian Assault before continue grinding it. The Easter event has just come out and I keep accidentally missing events because I keep planning on doing them and then putting them off and then they end up being finished before I get to them. So I'm going to complete this one because I missed the anniversary event. Right, normally these kind of events are quite short, so let's see what we got to do. We got to talk to the Easter Bunny. We got Archibald the chocolate egg. And we can interact with this. We can make it Gridmaster. I'm going to go with Dragon. I'm wondering if you can put it in the house. Oh, I've got to try it. Are you going to be forever one of my house pets? Yes, you are. Where did you end up? There we go. Beautiful. So far, we've got 2 different kinds of eggs and 2 different kinds of fishbowl. Let's go. Second detour to Tears of Guthic. So let's quickly do that. A bit sloppy right there. So I only got 246 points, but that's all right. That's still pretty decent. Right, that was 16k Hunter XP, which is pretty mental. Right, next role we're doing is Defender. I don't know if it actually has an effect, but I've been wearing Justica because I figured that whilst I'm doing roles that aren't attacker, it makes sense I take less damage. I'm not sure if it actually does have an effect in here, but I figured if tanky armor does work and the defense reduction does work, then it makes complete sense to do it on any role where you're not attacker, just to reduce the defense if you've got access to it. Otherwise, I just look like an absolute unit for no reason. Okay, so I just did a wave and the team decided to leave straight afterwards. I have no idea why. I was calling everything I needed to. In fact, people weren't calling for what I need. Honestly, I think I've been hating on this minigame for so long, and I'm still not a massive fan of it, but it's a lot better than I remember. I think it's one of those things that once you start getting into it, it's not as bad. I do think it's kind of overly complicated to learn for what it is. But I think the actual thing that makes this worse is depending on your teammates. I'm very new to Barbarian Assault and I'm getting some properly bad teammates where they're just not calling things out or going completely AFK. It's just, oh man. The only lobby I've been able to get into and they all left on wave 2 except me and one other person that were confused. And now I can't get into a game. You know what? I've never used the scroll before. I'm just going to do it myself so I can guarantee I get Defender because I need to get it out of the way since I've just learned how to do it. All right, level 2 Defender, let's go. The healer let one of my teammates die, maybe not on purpose, but then everyone on the team just left. Again, no fault my own, but I get to wave 7 and then suddenly the whole team skips. The attacker was taking ages to kill everything. It's honestly the teams. I can't get the points. It takes so long. I keep also getting on teams where there's 2 defenders and I don't think you need 2 defenders. The other person just seems to run about and not do much. And I'm not sure why I keep ending up on teams like this. Like I keep joining them and I don't know. Like I also seem to, when there's 2 defenders on a team, I seem to be the only one actually doing the calls as well. Honestly, I'm just getting stuck with people. Like again, I think I might have one of the same attackers as earlier where they have not got enough damage for this, so it's taken multiple minutes for them to finish everything up. Second lobby, someone left and anyone wouldn't switch to attack, so I'm resetting again through no fault of my own. I would have probably left at some point anyway because of how slow that was. Oh man, this sucks. And it's not even the minigame at this point, it's just the players. Right, I've made a team that I think makes sense. Our attacker had level 126 combat, so they should be good on attacker. We've got 2 healers to help deal with the healers. And they should be able to heal us up. Hopefully that's fun. Right, level 3 Defender. All right, it took 2 hours, but we finally completed a run. I think my teammate felt bad for me after the bad teams I had, so he has come online to at least make it so we have 2 of us that have somewhat of a clue what we're doing. That's at least something, and I'm very grateful. All right, level 4 Defender, 1 more to go. There we go, level 5 defender. Beautiful. Got to mention, I think, but we are now doing collector, which is the final row. All right, level 2 collector, let's go. I didn't know it was possible for this, but the runner's still, there's a runner still alive and the queen spawned in. We can't attack until the runner's dead. Are you joking? All right, for some reason, our defender just didn't kill the runner and kept dropping wrong meat. So that wave 10 took 11 minutes. Why? Why do I keep getting this happening? All right, we genuinely think that guy was trolling because there's no way they could have been that bad by accident. But that did get me to level 3 collector, so just 2 more to go. All right, I've logged in and my misc is low again, so I'm going to quickly get my favor and fill it back up. Back to 7.5 mil. But now our cash stack is slowly dwindling, so we do need to finish these achievement diaries out so we can finally start building some GP back up. I definitely want to start doing more Slayer tasks again, so it should build up pretty quickly once I get going. I really want an Iraq sites task because I do want to get the halberd and the Rancor amulet, as that would be pretty big upgrades for me, so I'm hoping to get that before I unlock Hydra tasks. 2 more levels to go and then we're done. Unfortunately, none of my teammates are able to come this time, so I've really got to just hope I get at least 1 or 2 good teams, depending on how many more this is going to take. Right, so apparently, collector, every correct egg you pick up, you get an extra point for all the team, as in honor points. So what I'm hoping is, by having 2 collectors, apparently it's 2 points for collectors every correct egg, so I'm hoping with 2 of us it will speed up how quick this is going to be for me, but we'll see how that goes, because I do think with random lobbies having 2 healers seems to be the move from what I've been experiencing. Are you fucking kidding me? We had a second collector that wasn't doing anything except almost dying, so I was doing all of the collecting even though there was 2 of us, and they quit on wave 9, so I miss out on the 80 points of wave 10 because they decided to leave suddenly after not doing fuck all. I'm getting so the teammates on here are so shit. All right, level 4 collector, let's go. Hey, I'm 101 points away. I'm so close now. Or 102, sorry. Right, after that wave, I couldn't show it because they started the next wave so quickly. I've just hit 500 points, so I can get level 5 collector now. But I'm not going to just abandon the team. This seems like a good team. I'm not going to be one of those people that just dips out. So we're going to go as long as the team's still going. All right. Ended up not being able to get past wave 10. They died twice and I need to go. But we're getting level 5. Do I need to read the board or something? There we go. Elite Kandarin task done, all level 5s. Now we have completed the Kandarin diary. Finally, we get to claim our reward from the Elite Kandarin diary. Let's go. We get to use that on agility. And that gets me 85, so I can boost for the final diary, which is our done. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, the Elite Kandarin diary gives you unlimited teleports to Sherlock with the Kandarin headgear 4. You get the antique lamp, which I just used. There's a 200 coal with the coal trucks, which isn't super useful to be fair. Get flax converted into bowstring, so that's 250 a day. That potentially could have some use as irons. 15% increased chance to save a harvest life at the herb patch in Cathby, which is great, especially for the upcoming herb lore grind, and herbs are just always going to be useful for the account. 50% discount on enchanting services, not super useful, and the discount on the Zamorak spear to Zamorak Hasta, again not super useful. All right, and now we boost to start doing the lap of the Ardun course. I've never done this, but I have seen a lot of people do it in videos, but it's cool to finally be able to do it for myself. So let's go and claim our rewards for this. Now the rewards for this are actually a little bit better, so we get unlimited teleports to the Ardun farming patch, which is pretty good. We're going to get an XP lamp, but automatically delivers 84 buckets of sand each day you log in, which is great because that means it's just going to keep going to the bank. So it's just passive crafting XP essentially. We can get 250 noted pure essence every day, but I mean, we can get that quite easily from other sources. 50% more fish from fishing trawler. I don't know anyone that would use that. 25% extra marks of grace from the Ardun rooftop course. Now that's going to be really good if I need to farm any marks of grace for stamina potions, for example, at some point. But a great one for thieving is I can now hold 140 coin pouches up from 84. So it just makes it a lot more chill, especially if I'm thieving RD nights or anything like that. All right, let's claim it. Right, I'm also going to use this one, I think, on agility. Oh, I'm guessing that's probably the best one, right? Yeah, we're going to use it on agility. It's one of the slow ones to train. But we are now finished. We have green logged the whole diary. Let's go. So we have just one more thing to do. All right, we're going to go and claim it. I forgot it's 99k. My bad. All right, now let's get our cape. Beautiful. Let's wear it. Look at that. Now, this has a lot of uses, but one other thing we need to show off is the fact that the quest cape, I forgot I changed that to left click teleport ages ago when I didn't have a fairy ring. The one thing we do need to show off is the fact that the quest cape can now be trimmed, and that looks awesome as well. Now, the achievement diary cape actually does have some uses, so you can teleport to any of the achievement diary people, so it's kind of useful for some weird teleports. So look at the amount of teleports this cape actually gives you, is crazy. And you can get a quick teleport to Morale Wreck. I mean, the wilderness one is good to quickly get to the Slayer Master. I mean, it's got some niche uses, but it's just kind of nice to have all these teleports. I guess I'm going to be showing this off for a little bit. One final thing we need to show off before we start discussing our new goals is the skill cape emote for it. You need more space. All right. Is it I'm guessing it's a pretty beefy emote. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. This is a pretty cool emote, to be fair. Right. I guess I need to go and take a minute to figure out what our next short and long-term goals are, because this has been my main goal for so long and I've just been procrastinating by doing a bunch of other stuff. So I really need to have a think and figure out what is next for the account. That's all I've got time for this one. In the next episode, I'm going to figure out what my next goals are for the account. This episode had a lot of emotion in because honestly, Barbarian Assault was just tilting me, especially certain teammates in there. But I'm also so proud to finally have achieved this that I've been after for so long. So thank you for watching. If you do want to keep up the series and see what I'm going to be getting up to next, then make sure to subscribe. But otherwise, I'll see all of you in the next one. All right, we've got the 500 points. We can now get level 5 in the hit. Look, no, fuck off. I can't fucking... You know how many takes I have to do for these? Oh, I'm still recording, fuck's sake.